Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to one of the league's most recognizable homes, Lucas Oil Stadium, opened in 2008 here in Indianapolis. The ball is teed up, kicking team looks ready. And here we go from Indy. He stopped on the return at the 27. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They send Mims left. Nicks off the play action. He's got a man left. Nowhere really for him to go. He steps out, and they're going to lose some yardage.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum. It's a 5-yard gain, and that brings up 3rd and 7.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
On 3rd down, here's Nicks. That's caught for the first. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
1st and 10 from the 41. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Play action with Nicks. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. So it'll be 3rd down.
I love the thought there and the idea. Get your guy in space. But he can't make anything happen until he catches it cleanly first.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, it's Nicks. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Well, after recording the sack, it looks like he is the one who's shaken up. We're going to get a stoppage here as he gets looked at. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And this will put an end to the drive after it's stalled out. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And the Colts will take over. First and 10 now from the 30. Downs will go in motion left. On 1st down, it's Richardson. Throw complete to Warren. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's the first carry for Jonathan Taylor. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. On target to Downs. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. That play good for 17 and a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Has him on the quick hitter. And a solid gain there, gets him across the 45 before he goes out.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 43. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
They put a receiver in motion here left. Richardson now on 1st and 10. Hauled in by Downs. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. To throw, Richardson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Finds his man Downs. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. 2 yards on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Colts.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
It's caught, Warren. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They'll throw again. Richardson. He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Pittman sent in motion right. Quick pass, right side, complete. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Taylor. And he's in for the touchdown. The Colts have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do. But to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. On the return, here's Mims. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Denver offense taking the field for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
One of the tight ends motioning right. Mix again on 2nd and 10. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the man he was after. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
That's complete to Dobbins. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
New set of downs for him at the 38. On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Complete to Mims. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. And on 3rd down, the Colts going with the nickel here. Nix from the gun. Hauled in by Dobbins. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So out now comes the punter. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Pierce coming in motion left here. 1st down throw here from Richardson. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
To the right, reeled in by Downs. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Taylor now up the middle. And he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
This guy, Kate, he can create. He really is good out there. He's skilled when it comes to getting outside the pocket, which makes it all the more impressive. They contained him so well when he was clearly looking to generate something with his legs.
Richardson on 3rd. Warren's got it, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. So that connection for a first will bring us to the end of the first. Neither side separating much so far. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Colts have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Play action with Richardson. Cut for big yards on the right side. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts take a 13-0 lead. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts double their lead to 14. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Broncos offense all set to go. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Nicks off the play action. Finds a man, Adam Troutman has it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Throwing on 1st down, Nicks. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards, 2nd down coming up.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Zaire Franklin there to make the tackle. Just 1 yard. Could have used considerably more. That's going to bring up 3rd and very long.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Searches from the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Punt team on the field. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. It's going to be a punt of 46 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set, 1st and 10. Taylor gets it to begin the drive. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On the counter, it's Taylor. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
Kate, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist and head the other way for a big run.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. On target to Downs. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. From the 31. Pittman's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent. When you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
Taylor scores. Touchdown, Indy. The Colts take a 20-zip lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts stretch their lead to 21. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. On the return, here's Mims. He stopped on the return at the 27. Denver set to take the field on offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
Give them 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Nix with it on first. Mims with the grab. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Kate, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 41. On target to Dobbins. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
They'll motion a tight end left. Play action with Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
On second down, here's Dobbins. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap to Nix. He throws a bullet down the right sideline. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. So they're left with 4th down here.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. The Colts ready to take the field. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone, but through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
Richardson now on 1st and 10. It's caught, Warren. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Brandon Jones up for the stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Second down carry for Taylor. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Complete beyond the marker. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They go play action on 1st. Flushed out of the pocket. He's running with it. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
2nd and 3 now. From the 36. This is reeled in by Pittman. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Straight ahead with Taylor. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Here's Richardson. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're going to face 3rd down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target could make a play on it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that will add to their score.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Denver ready for another offensive possession. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. This is hauled in by Ingram. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Kenny Moore there to make the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. They got a man open and beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Nix looking to throw. Outright, and Ingram makes the grab. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They'll throw again. Nix. That finds Vele complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. All set up now for 1st and 10. Nix from the gun. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. That's caught at the 4. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
He's got it. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Back now, pressure on its way. And he will score. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos chop some of the lead off before the half. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos pull a little closer. It's a 17-point game now. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. The Colts offense getting one final possession here in the half. And up a very comfortable 3 scores. Really no need to try and get anything here before the half. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Kickoff taken at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out come the Colts as they've got it to begin the 2nd half. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Here's Taylor. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Taylor again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Richardson on 3rd. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
Colts going to kick this away now on 4th, and it's Rigoberto Sanchez on for the punt. And the fair catch secure here at the 16. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Broncos get set to take over. The Broncos running their offense out once again. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. In motion right is Mims. Throwing on first down, Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
2nd and 3 now. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and a lone yard coming up. To throw, here's Nix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. Jukes out a one-stop, and the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. So it's good field position for the Colts as they get set 1st and 10. This is Taylor. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Play action with Richardson. That's incomplete left side. Looking for Michael Pittman Jr. on that throw. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. They're going to turn to Taylor on 3rd down. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. Stopped for no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 4th and 2.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
The Colts ready for the punt. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. So here comes the Bronco offense. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Here's Nix. Finds Mims. And he's out of bounds just short of the 15. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Throwing here, Nix. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Looking for the back that time. And now they're staring at a 4th down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
The return begins on their side of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And they're going to take over possession. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Sending a receiver left. Off the play fake, here's Richardson. Buying some time right, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know, when we watch the combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
That's brought in. It's his back, Jonathan Taylor. And they're going to bring him down at the 36.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. He's on the move. He's running for it. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. He's got Pierce. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
Well, that's sure one way to take the lid off a defense. Great work to find the biggest hole in the coverage, and more importantly, go exploit it.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd and 3 now. They'll throw again, Richardson. The throw is caught. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Now a handoff to Taylor. Is in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. It's a Jonathan Taylor touchdown, his 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. In baseball, it's 3 strikes and you're out. I know you experienced that a lot, but on the gridiron, you're feeling pretty happy, right? If you can strike the end zone 3 times in one game.
Yeah, I'd rather go hockey and soccer. That's just the positive guy in me. They call that a hat trick. It's worth celebrating.
Look at you.
And yeah, they should celebrate this effort.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. This offense ready to get going again now. That score pushed the deficit to 24, so every opportunity to chip away at it important as they take the field. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Nicks off the play action. Mims with the grab. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Nicks. Finds a man right side. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Out of the gun, it's Nicks. Cut by Sutton. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. That's taken at the 15. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's a 54-yard punt that time. And the Colts will take over. Here comes the Colts offense now for another possession. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun, handoff to Taylor. This is ahead for about 5. Brandon Jones up for the stop. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Here's 2nd and 5. Quick slant taken in by Pittman. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
1st down throw here from Richardson. Pittman's got it. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the 43. It's caught. Warren.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Richardson back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
And this is marked out all the way down at the 6. They'll be dangerously close to their own goal line for this series. The offense headed back to the field. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Play action with Nix. He's got the hook up to Ingram. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 27 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Broncos football as we enter the 4th of what's been a largely one-sided game. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 37. Quick slant caught by Sutton. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. That's complete to Dobbins. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
That's complete to Vele. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 27 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver 1st.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Nix from the gun. He brings it in. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Running for it with Dobbins. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. They don't pick up anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Throwing from the gun. Oh, he's in trouble, and he'll go down. The Colts got him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
You know, one thing I noticed, Kate, coaching youth football, everybody wants their kid to play quarterback. That is, until they get knocked to the mat. And that's now 5 sacks in this game, let alone the number of times the quarterback's been flushed as well. Not everybody is built to play quarterback.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos putting up points in a game decided. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays. Well, there's a reason he's playing defense, because he couldn't quite corral that one, but in the end, it doesn't matter. He still does the job and denies 2 points.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Indianapolis offense ready to take another swing at it. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Taylor now up the middle. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. They go again with Taylor. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Richardson on 3rd. Taken in by Pierce. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. To throw, here's Nix. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Motion man sent left. From the 39. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions, from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs. Now the Indianapolis offense heading out. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First down, ball at the 36. A run here with Taylor. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Now a run with Taylor. And he works it down to the 30-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
And the Broncos are in the nickel for this 3rd down. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be first down, Colts.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Working inside the red zone. Little off-center, his man just couldn't adjust to it. This one intended for the running back. So that brings up 2nd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's a quick pass to the right side. Cut. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. They'll throw again, Richardson. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts put up even more points in a win. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
That one splits the uprights. And the Colts continue piling on to this lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. On the return, here's Mims. And this return gets to the 30 before he's stopped. This offense making its way back out now. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing here, Nix. Completed to Sutton. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Looking slant route, complete. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Nix looking to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, But these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now. They'll throw again. Nix has him on the quick hitter. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Now Nix. Complete. It's Ingram. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
From the 16. On target to Dobbins. And he gets forward for 3 yards as we reach our 2-minute warning.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break off something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Now Nix on 3rd down. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Nix. It's a Denver touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Point after try is good by Lutz. And the Broncos make it an 18-point game. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Colts are able to bring in the kick. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore. But he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Running right, this is Taylor. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. Second and 6 coming up here. Here's a handoff for Taylor. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
So the Colts get the win at home inside of Lucas Oil. They did their part, Brock, defending the home field, using that advantage to secure the victory. We know home field advantage is a real thing. And the crowd, they did their part too, adding to just an awesome atmosphere, helping energize those players at big moments of today's ball game.
Yeah, it is super fun to win on the road. I'm not going to lie, to quiet the crowd. But you know what's even better? When you get to celebrate with your family, your friends, your hometown people, your community, and you know, more importantly, they played a role as that extra voice in that building, man. It is a rewarding feeling.